Every January, millions of retirees open their Social Security statement expecting a little breathing room. And every January, a good chunk of that raise quietly disappears before it even hits their bank account. So, here's the real question nobody at the SSA is going to answer for you directly. When Social Security gives with one hand, does Medicare take with the other? Let's break down exactly what's happening with your money in 2026 and who actually comes out ahead. Let's start with the good news, because there is some. The Social Security Administration announced a 2.8% cost of living adjustment for 2026. That's up slightly from 2.5% in 2025, and it means the average retired worker's monthly benefit climbs by about $56, pushing the typical check above $2,000 a month. On paper, that sounds like solid progress, especially after a decade where the average COLA has hovered around 3.1%. But here's where things get complicated. For most beneficiaries, Medicare Part B premiums are deducted straight from that Social Security check before it ever reaches you. And in 2026, those premiums jump hard. The standard Part B premium rose from $185 a month in 2025 to $202.90 in 2026. That's an increase of nearly $18 a month, or almost 10%, more than 3 times the rate of the COLA itself. Do the math, and the picture gets a lot less rosy. According to an analysis from the Center for Retirement Research at Boston College, this year's Medicare premium hike will eat up more than a quarter of the entire COLA increase for the average retiree. In other words, out of every dollar Social Security gave back, roughly 25 cents went straight to Medicare before you ever saw it. And it's not just the premium. The Part B deductible is rising too, from $257 to $283 in 2026, an increase of $26. If you're on Medicare Part A, the inpatient hospital deductible is climbing from $1,676 to $1,736. These aren't dramatic headline numbers individually, but stacked together, they chip away at whatever cushion the COLA was supposed to provide. Now, there is a safety net worth knowing about. It's called the hold harmless provision. By law, most people who have Part B premiums deducted directly from Social Security can't see their net check shrink because of a premium increase. Your COLA dollar increase has to at least cover the premium increase. But this protection only kicks in for the lowest benefit amounts, and it doesn't apply if you pay Medicare's income-related monthly adjustment, known as IRMA. In 2026, that hold harmless rule is expected to affect less than 5% of enrollees, meaning almost everyone else is fully exposed to that premium bite. So, who really wins here? Honestly, it depends on where you sit. If you're a lower-income beneficiary protected by hold harmless, you're mostly shielded, though your extra spending power is still thin. If you're a typical retiree with an average benefit, you're seeing a real but noticeably smaller raise than the headline 2.8% suggests. And if you're a higher earner paying IRMA surcharges, which for 2026 can push your monthly premium as high as $689.90, the COLA barely makes a dent. The honest takeaway is this. The COLA isn't fake, and it isn't nothing. But it was never designed with healthcare inflation in mind, since it's tied to a general consumer price index that doesn't weigh medical costs the way retirees actually experience them. That mismatch is exactly why Part B premiums keep quietly outpacing the raise meant to help you keep up. If you found this breakdown useful, subscribe for more clear, no-spin explainers on Social Security, Medicare, and the numbers that actually affect your monthly budget. New videos drop regularly, and I'd rather you hear it straight than find out the hard way when your check shows up smaller than expected.